Okay, I'm now in the bathroom. And
I forgot he still had that part of the mission.
urine is leaving my body.
This is the part where I probably should start entertaining. But I don't know any good pee rhythms. Mr.
Now I'm
Clausen.
pretending to wash my hands. That's what I'm doing. I'm washing my hands. We're on right now. We're a talk show. We're a comedic, tragic, real life show. We talk about everything. We're super into honesty and transparency. I had to go to the bathroom, and so I ran out of the studio. My name's Ryan, right?
Yeah.
I'm 33 years old. And up until 33, I always identified with being Ryan, right? Like I was an athlete, I played hockey, I was I did all these things, and that was me. This is me, I'm 6'4", and I'm going through life, and I have these skills, and you're you, and you're you. And I go, oh, I don't, and I start thinking, what if I'm not Ryan? And now I think that I'm everything. Well, my friend David Vincelette, I think he's like an environmental whistleblower.
Yeah.
And he's been fighting, pollution for 30 years.
Okay.
I think he's going to jail tomorrow. If you tell someone you're going, hey, my friend Dave's going to prison, they go, why? You go,
It's kind of a mouthful. It's not prison. It's
I
not
don't have
prison.
45 minutes to tell you this
It's
story.
not prison, at least not at this point.
It's jail.
Jail. Grafton County Jail.
Okay, the show is on.
Good.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching. You gotta
Thanks for
grab
waiting.
people. You gotta grab people because this goes on YouTube. People click and they go, okay.
Why should I watch this?
Right like that and bring them in. So
I'm in kind of a somber mood for wanting people to see it. I should. I have to get more up.
Dave possibly is going to jail tomorrow for a week. I think we need to start. I think we need to jump right
Well,
in.
possible 6 months.
Possible 6 months.
But
David Vincelette possibly going to jail for 6 months. And I think what you need to do is call Governor Sununu. That's what I'm doing. Just call up and say, hey, I don't think David Vincelette, environmental hero, non-violent David Vincelette is a good person. I don't think that we should be treating him this way. And he's involved in this whole thing, and it's ended up with him going to jail.
potentially going to jail.
And what people can do watching this, it's simply call, yes.
Yeah.
Just Google Governor Sununu. Pick up the phone.
It's just interesting.
Just pick up your cell
interesting.
phone while you're driving. Oh, that's illegal now. Well, unless you got Bluetooth. Look, action's the only thing that's going to do anything. People have to call.
Well, they have to have a reason to want to do it.
Yes, and the reason is I don't think that you, David Vincelette, should be going to jail.
I don't either.
It's ridiculous, wrong. Let's explain to the viewers at home why you may be going to jail for either 8 days or 6 months.
Well,
Jail tomorrow? Tomorrow's March 1st, everyone. And he could be in jail for 6 months. I have to drive him to court tomorrow, 45 minutes, to Grafton County Superior Court. So he awaits a judge, some white woman or man, wearing a giant black robe that makes no sense, who's going to go bang, bang, bang. He's going to say this. He can say, David Vincelette, bang, 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 you're going to jail for 6 months. Hey, bailiffs with guns, put chains on this guy and take him away. We live in a world where that's insane. I've known Dave for years. He shouldn't be in jail ever. He's not violent towards anyone. He's not hurting anyone. He's trying to clean up a goddamn brook.
pardon me, yes. It's amazing because in Hanover, you've got all these toxic situations where the government, the Corps of Engineers dumped a bunch of TCE over by the junior high school, and you've got toxic waste at Rennie Farm. There's radioactive lab animals that were dumped there, and they threw in toxic waste in. Nobody's had to show a permit. The state hasn't enforced the proper criteria for the oversight, and the federal government hasn't stepped in to do anything. And they're just getting a pass for that, while disabled people are drinking poison. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, because I'm blowing the whistle on their illegal asphalt waste program where they took their friends' asphalt waste and dumped it in drinking waters, sacred Native American lands, polluted our waterfall, polluted their own students, the Dartmouth students, and now I'm the only person who's looking at each other. They got $45 million or something like that. They're paying to clean up and invest in people's lost property values. Meanwhile, I never asked for anything. All I asked for is an alternate water site when they start polluting my water. That's all I asked for, and an apology. They're on my last nerve. They've withheld public services from me. They've put a fence around my property. They've made it difficult for my family to live, for my friends to live. They've blocked me off from normal.
But who's they?
Well, it's a combination. It's powerful people in Hanover. It's a combination of the college and the town officials who have acted together to hide polluting of the environment, polluting of Dartmouth students, polluting of disabled people, sales of land to disabled people from a toxic waste dump they knew was festering. The head of their water company was also on the board, he was in charge of getting rid of radioactive waste at the college. I mean, the interweavings of the town officials and the legal establishment that's been running the college for 50 years and has ended up in deep, deep crap, cleaning up stuff that they've spilled into special waters. And they're trying to make me go to jail because I'm trying to keep my waterfall safe from what they've done, with the sewage they've spilled in it, and the asphalt waste they've spilled in it, and the salt licks they have upstream from me, and the gas station, Irving Oil, who supplies all the oil to the college, all their low quality heating oil for the whole college. They have a toxic waste gas station 1,000 feet from my house. It's allowed to pollute into the brook. You know, and I'm going to go to jail. I'll go to jail. Few days in jail or a few months in jail.
Explain why
It's
you're
not
going
to change
to
it. It's
jail?
not going to change the truth.
The viewers are bored now.
I'm bored. I'm tired of it. 476 days they've had a fence across my
You
driveway.
are them. Why do you identify with you being you and them being
maybe
them?
that's
Why
why
do
I'm so. Maybe that's why I'm so mad at myself. Maybe I identify with them and.
That's what it is. All your
self-loathing.
problems are within you. All your solutions are within you.
Well,
Everything is within you, David Vincelette.
well, I hope so.
The kingdom
I'm-
of God
but
is within you.
I'm not. I have no fear for that. But
Okay, the reason you may be going to jail, for those
the reason
of
I'm
you who are
going to jail
wondering,
is because
because
I
David
didn't allow big trucks down onto my land in breach
David
of the deed.
Vincelette has amazing property by a brook, and he had a bunch of stuff that the town says was on their property. So they came down and they tried to take it, and Dave stopped. Said,
yes.
Dave said, "You can take what you want. You can take stuff, but you can't bring cars down here.
Motorized vehicles.
Motorized
Unless they're
vehicles
doing
are
maintenance.
not allowed.
It's a nature trail.
It's a nature trail. They're not allowed down there."
I've maintained it for 33 years, despite their best efforts
So
to
there
keep
was a court order to allow them to come take the stuff. So when they came down to take it with their motorized vehicles,
and state troopers.
Dave said
graphic-
you can't take it with, you can't have these vehicles down here. The court order only gives you permission to take my stuff. It doesn't give you permission to bring vehicles down here. So
In
Dave
violation
blocked
of the
them.
deed.
And so now they're saying he obstructed justice. He stopped the court order.
Contempt of court. they
Contempt
called it.
of court.
And the judge, here's the kicker. The judge who's been put in charge of it, because the prior judge, for some reason, took himself out of this appeal process, or this process. He's the same judge who ruled in 2005 that asphalt waste going into the brook above my land up on Old Dana Road at my farm. He said that I hadn't proven that it was an imminent hazard to have asphalt waste in my drinking water. So, even though it's a violation of the law, state and federal law, to be dumping asphalt waste where it goes in people's drinking water, he refused to protect me, and by so doing, he refused to protect the public. Okay, well, the way that the justice system is supposed to work is that the water is supposed to be protected by the government. The people own the water, and the government is in charge of protecting it. Well, this judge decided that it wasn't really much of a hazard that somebody was allowed, under color of law, to dump asphalt waste in violation of the law, in violation of the Clean Water Act, in violation. Anyway, he allowed it to continue, and now I'm back in front of him, and he's the one who's deciding whether I go to jail for trying to. I've been trying to protect this water for 12 years since his ruling, and he's the one who decides how long I go to jail. Boom, 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 boom. He should not be in that position, I believe. And we'll have to appeal his sentence if he does.
I think people need I think you get 10 people. I think the governor's office gets 10 calls from saying, "Hey, I'm a concerned New Hampshire resident," and they all mention this issue. I think there's a phone call made. Maybe
Well,
you get enough phone. You get enough phone calls.
I've called the governor.
You have.
Yeah.
One person never. That's a voice crying in the wilderness. A voice screaming in the darkness.
I know. And that's,
You know,
that's
the
supposed
only
to be.
thing to do, if you're watching this,
I went to a school where that's what they preach, so I would think by now somebody might have heard.
but it's not about preaching, it's about doing. If you're watching this
I'm
and
doing
you go,
it.
what can I do? It's to actually build family, build connections, build love, build.
Yes.
One call doesn't do it. Two call,
I
three.
made
There's a
hundreds of
certain
calls.
number. 100 calls won't do it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Other people have to. Your only thing you can do is spread the message.
I can go to jail.
Yeah.
That may be what it takes. I don't know.
But but people aren't moved. If people will be moved. When I was in college, they fired my professor, Susan Pachillo. She was incredible, and it bothered me so. And they fired her because Northeastern University got a new president, and he really wanted, let's raise our U.S. ranking. Let's be a better school.
Right.
And one of the ways you get judged is a college. And keep in mind, college and university, the whole institution of going to college and student loans is all a giant industrial complex that I think is evil and hurting America and the whole world. But anyway, the whole, what was I saying?
I don't know. You lost the train of thought, and you expect me to be holding on to it.
I'm talking about the
You're talking
university.
about the college.
The college,
Yeah.
Northeastern.
Yeah.
They fired as many professors as they could who didn't have PhDs. Because if you have a PhD,
You're more money.
the college looks better on whatever
Yes.
ranking is done, right?
Right.
So they fired this woman who didn't have a PhD, but
was a wonderful
rated the
teacher.
#1 teacher in the school.
Gee.
Right?
Yeah.
So I got like a bunch of kids together. We like organized.
Yeah.
We started emailing, calling the president. We like had meetings with their, and then we said we're going to start calling all the papers and saying we're going to call the papers and say this is what a terrible thing you've done. They gave her job back within a week. Every other teacher remained fired. Never their job back.
That's
And
awesome.
that's the
Yeah.
first time I learned you can do it. Then the Hanover co-op fired one of their employees. They fired 2 of their employees.
Right.
This movement started to, because they were fired improperly. 2 of these beloved employees.
Right.
Dan and John, cheese and wine guy. Everyone knew them. Everyone loved them.
Right.
This whole movement started of hundreds of people saying, this isn't right. What's going on in our little town?
Right.
Then they fired another woman. We held there was a protest held in front of the Lebanon Co-op. Maybe 20 people showed up about, I think it was about Dan and John,
I knew there was a lot of.
or maybe it was about her, but it didn't. But there was nothing happened after it. Then we had another protest. And we really tried hard to get it. We got 100 people to show up.
Yeah,
in
if
front
you
of
get
the
100 people.
I
something's gonna
spoke
happen.
at the whole thing like it was like a rally.
Yeah.
You know, they gave her job back, and it made me go, okay, those are 2 real examples I have in my life
Yeah.
of major action being taken. You're fired, which is dramatic,
That's real dramatic. Yeah.
to within days completely reversing it. And so that's my model for how to make change. You need to get people that.
Yeah.
So you need to somehow.
That's what I've tried. I just have no skills at it. I've gone to meetings. I've
Yeah,
set
yeah,
up
you've tried
meetings.
to. Yeah, yeah.
I've gone.
Well, no, that's what you're doing. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've never given up on it. I'm just foolishly optimistic that it wasn't going to be as hard as it is. It is hard. It's hard to both to maintain the battle and just to.
It's hard, but the thing is, you've really been. So if we were to analyze, because you're a very competent person, very intelligent person, you are someone that a community would want because you notice environmental pollution and you tell people about it.
Right.
But for some reason, what you've been trying to do and achieve and protect hasn't flourished, isn't working out.
Right.
So the question is, well, why is that? And I think it's because you don't have that team. You don't have that family. You don't have other people talking about Mink Brook Waste. You've used all of your skill set, all of your energy, all of your personal resource, your time studying water, studying all this stuff, studying the law. You've done it all. You've gone as far as one man can go to I'm going to protect this, and still feels like you're losing the battle.
Sometimes, yeah.
And I've done that too.
Yeah.
Where I've tried so hard. I tried to start a World Peace Center at 10 Buck Road in Hanover, New Hampshire, and it failed in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do it alone. I was like,
Right.
I'm the thing, and I'm going to push this. And I think the more you push, almost the more resistance there is. I think there needs to be the focus of my life or my mission of how I make change is now make family. Make and build family. Who are your closest people around you? You can build lifelong family. Support each other's food and water and lodging. Start with lodging. Set up sustainable lodging for yourself. All of your resources should be, we need that. We need to be warm, and we need to grow food, and we need to set up a team of people that want to do this together. That is so hard. I know so many people have been trying to do just that for 20 years.
Yeah.
Who are living alone, trying to go, I wish I had support system.
Yeah.
Because that's what you are, Dave. You're a man lacking a support system. If you had a support system, none of this would happen.
Things were headed in a good trajectory.
No man is an island.
years
No
ago.
man can do it alone. You have to really, and that's all comes back to my spiritual teaching of we're all connected. We all are one. Don't identify with being yourself because you're not yourself. It's an illusion. You're everything. Your life, your consciousness, your love, and your job is to keep on evolving. You get to be you. That's your luxury. That's how amazing life is. You get to be a human being and run and jump and feel and touch and taste food and
Hallelujah.
relationships.
Thank you,
Oh my
Jesus.
God, music and the best moments
Oh,
of
yeah.
like holding someone that really loves you.
Holding a baby,
Holding a baby,
Oh,
having
my
a
God.
family. I love
Yes.
these things.
jumping in the water,
There's never enough of those things.
playing in the brook, swimming in the waterfall, playing with my children. There's a joy.
Everything we have to win love. We have to use love to win love. Even when it's why in the courtroom, everything has to change in terms of the way we fight this battle.
Yeah.
We have to love it with truth, always true.
True. That's what it's all about.
But it's got to be. We got to replace all the
Love
others. It's
is-
got to be love. Like if I want to, it's like
Love is built out of truth.
yeah, but it's like we can't. It's like I want to be radically like in that courtroom. Everyone is your child. Everyone, the judge, the lawyer, everyone, people that are actively you think are being dishonest. They're your child.
Right.
Your job is to serve them too. They
Yeah.
are you. Everyone is you.
Yeah, you're supposed to serve everybody.
Hitler is you. Everyone goes, Hitler's terrible.
Hitler's dead.
Yeah, Hitler's dead. Kim Jong Un, we all want to point fingers. That's all we do in this world is we go through and everything's different. Black, white, Hispanic, gay, woman, man, straight, and the big one is woman. We point fingers and we separate. That's what we do so well. Except for
Divide and
same-sex-
conquer. Yeah.
And yeah, we divide and we conquer. And the biggest separation, and we've been evolving to more rights. Okay, make blacks have the same rights as whites. Desegregate the schools. Desegregate. Women can vote. The gays can get married. There's more rights. More rights. And
But is there more happiness?
but no, there's not more happiness because there's all this separation, and there's not, and the biggest separation, let me cut right to the chase, is men and women. There's from the very beginning, men and women. Men, it's uncomfortable for to be around. You know, from a young age, the men hang out with mostly men, women hang out with mostly women. Yeah. There's different bathrooms. There's different. I mean, if you walk into, I remember when I walked into a woman's bathroom by accident. You're like horrified, like, oh my God,
They have the machines
I'm a man
in there.
in a woman's bathroom. You feel like I'm sorry.
I know.
It's no big deal. And I've seen a woman walk into a man's bathroom, be totally embarrassed. It's like, we're humans. It's okay. And so this is the big, and so the feeling and realization and belief in that you are everything. Don't identify with being the universe. Identify with being life itself. And your life gets to experience you. And Hitler's life gets to experience Hitler and all his karma, whatever made up him do crazy things. We're all love, and we want to evolve and become more and more and more and more loving, which means we have to. This is something I really believe in. This is like a principle. We have to stand up for the individual sanctity, freedom of life, of an individual person's life. Yes. We too easily say, well, we have to, fight terrorism, so we're going to risk a lot of these young people's. There should be no American soldiers in a desert right now shooting at people.
No.
No.
Why not?
No, there
I don't want to go. I don't want to go there.
There shouldn't be.
We'll have to. That'll just be argumentative.
No, there's too many. We're over there. We're flying over there. We're taxing people.
Right.
We have a lot of people. We could give us their money. They were taking that money. They were using it for violence. No.
No, I don't like the idea of war, but I also don't like the idea of people being allowed to murder people. So somebody has to stand up and stop it. I wish we would take a more active role in stopping it more.
I don't know if we go all the. I don't know. I mean, that's the biggest question: is what do you do? Do you just? But I don't know if we. I mean, I don't know if peace has ever been tried. I mean, at a certain point, you have to do it. At a certain point, you have to say, "Hey, stop."
I'm trying it right here.
I mean, it's not like it's a lot of it. I mean, we're doing. We're going in there and dropping bombs.
I don't know
it's
exactly what we're doing, but
we're not. It's not
we
like
have a lot of special forces.
It's not like we have people in the U.S. and we're defending ourselves. We're like really going into a lot of places. And I can say, well, we're killing terrorists that are plotting to kill us. It sounds like what we're doing is evil. It sounds like what the U.S. is doing is evil to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times they're bolstering, democratically elected leaders and things like that. You can't just assume that everything they do is.
I don't assume anything is anything. I'm just saying, like, at what point?
It seemed like you just were.
On what point? No, I'm not assuming. I'm saying, at what point on the planet do you? When does evil stop? When do you not go?
When does evil stop?
Well, you're saying there needs to be some murder. There needs to be a little bit of murder.
No. I'm saying we have a military hierarchy that runs these things.
Here's what I say. Here's what I say. We
have civilian oversight of our military. Did you know that?
Well, we should have better oversight because here's what I say.
That's fine.
I say save the weapons.
Should always be better.
Save the weapons.
Yeah.
For when love fails. I don't think the military's tried love. I don't think
that's not their mission.
Yes, their mission is not to protect.
To spread love. Spread love, but not. Yeah.
Their mission isn't to love. What's the military's mission?
Yes, love until it hurts, but a special kind of love.
I don't think the police are trying
a violent kind of love.
I don't think people are starting there. I don't think the police system, the politicians, the military, I don't think we're choosing to go there first. I think we're choosing the guns first. I think we're choosing military action first. I think we're choosing a bunch of other things before we choose, hey, what happens as a strategy if the military met and said, let's have a conference on how we could do our militaries Now our mission becomes be the most loving force. Spread the idea of oneness, love, the kingdom of God is within you to the world. Our job is to spread peace. Let's try that.
Right.
Effective now. Tell the generals, go military,
Guess
unite
what?
the world. Hasn't even been tried for a goddamn day.
Almost.
Has it?
Oh, yes. Almost every military institution or installation I've ever been on had multiple religious worship areas for every denomination of
I'm
soldier.
not talking about religion. I'm talking about.
I am. What are
you talking about?
Well, you're talking about them being a force for peace. Most military installations are at peace. There's only a very few places where we're actually fighting anybody.
We have like multiple. We just sent more troops to Afghanistan.
Yes, we have some, but I'm just saying most military installations are centers of peace right now. And in the storm,
I agree, all
they
the
go
bases
out.
stay.
Where do you think the people came from that rescued people during the earthquakes and the floods? And this is the military. This is the National Guard.
I love the military.
Okay.
They shouldn't be killing people.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
No, look at the numbers. By and large, it's a peace force. There's our
It should be 100% a peace force.
It is 100%.
You're being
peace.
dishonest, Dave.
No, I'm not.
You don't have a peace force if you have a 99% peace force and 1% of your peace force is fucking killing people. That ain't a peace force.
Yes.
That is not a peace force. We have over 800.
That's like saying because police shoot people once in a while, that the 99% of the time they don't shoot people doesn't matter. I mean, it's just silly. It's all
I'm not
peace
saying
work.
it doesn't matter. I'm saying all the military.
Well, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do know. I'm saying the military should be a peace force.
It is a peace force.
Not fully. That's if
Not fully.
If
What
you
the heck
ask
does that
people,
mean?
That's their full-time job. They're not fully doing it. They're also killing people, innocent people. We have drones that kill thousands of fucking innocent children. Don't you tell me that it's a peace force. Don't you tell me don't you tell me when a school gets bombed. You want to tell me about the Florida school shooting when your army, your military,
My army.
your military,
It's your army.
your military.
I actually did something in the military.
Yes.
You've done nothing.
You
in
were
the military.
part of it.
So you should.
Thank God.
Yes, that's right.
Thank God I did nothing to support
You have done something to support it.
No.
You paid taxes.
I do not pay taxes.
Okay,
I
but you have-
refuse to pay taxes.
Okay.
As should every honest person.
That's because you're not.
No, that's because I'm moral.
You're not making a living now, so you don't need to pay taxes.
No, I don't pay taxes. The reason I don't pay taxes
What?
is because it's immoral to pay taxes. Because
Why is it immoral to pay
Because
taxes?
that money
The
gets spent
government
to
is-
kill people.
But you
kill people.
wait a second.
Kill people.
You said
Kill people.
you identified with being everybody, not with being Ryan.
Yes.
Now Ryan is going way over his head.
Not going way over his head.
Way over his head.
What do you
don't know-
mean?
You're not talking from a place of truth.
I'm talking from a very place of truth.
You've done nothing with the military, yet you're going to judge these people for whether the
I'm not
forces are.
judging the military.
What are you talking about?
I'm not judging anyone. I'm saying love is the thing that we need to do. Drone bombs that have dropped bombs and killed little children and women and men that are innocent, having innocent people in Guantanamo Bay for 20 years is evil, is wrong. And to not stand up and say that. To not say, well, I get the military is full of amazing. I love every single person in the military. They shouldn't be asked and told to kill people. They should be asked to hug people, help people, save lives,
They do
clean
all
the
that
water.
too.
Only do that.
Okay.
Only do that.
Then it wouldn't be the army. That would be another force. It's like what are they
The
called?
army should not. Don't kill innocent people. Don't kill
course
innocent
they're not
people.
allowed to kill innocent people.
Don't forsake killing
It's a
innocent people.
violation of their orders to kill innocent people.
Don't make
Why
killing,
you're
killing,
blurring lines and distinctions that are
No,
actually
I'm
yes,
saying,
there are
I'm saying
moral
full
distinctions.
Love. I'm saying love number one.
Yeah.
Love number
Well,
one.
sometimes love means laying down your life for so other people like you can spout off whatever they want.
You think a drone is laying down the life? It's not spout off.
I didn't
You
say
haven't said
I
one
didn't
thing
say
that I
anything
said
about.
that's dishonest.
I didn't say anything about.
You haven't mentioned one
I
thing
didn't
that I've
say-
said that's dishonest or wrong. What am I saying that's dishonest? I'm speaking fact. The fact that we have a drone that flies and drops of bombs, and very often these bombs kill innocent people, is wrong.
I've always been
It should
against
be
drone
stopped
warfare.
Instantly. Instantly, it should be stopped. The fact that you don't say right now on camera that it should be stopped. Right now. Say it should be stopped. Say it should be stopped.
I think it should be stopped. I've always been
It
against
should
drone
never-
warfare. But as a last resort, you know,
It's not a
special.
last resort. It should be
Well,
stopped. For you to spout on.
What's the difference between an airplane and a what? You're saving a person's life because the person doesn't have to be in the flight. I agree. There
No,
should be eyes
you're
on the
not-
target.
What we've done is we said innocent lives are okay to kill. It's okay to kill a few.
No, it's not okay
That's
to kill
what we- well,
innocent
that's-
lives.
well, why do we
they
do it
have
then?
They have.
But we keep
You're
doing it.
conflating terms. Who
No,
said they
it's-
were innocent?
I'm saying we've sort of
Uh-oh.
we have done what we've culturally.
Yes.
Same thing in the school shooting.
Right.
There's been 18 school shootings. There's been lots of school shootings.
Right. There's been many.
But yet not. But I'm saying, but it sort of it goes on where it sort of becomes this accepted thing. The drone killings go on until there aren't people in the street saying, "Hey, whoa!"
I know.
Everyone stop.
I was on it. I was against droning many years before now.
I'm against killing innocent people.
Of course, that. Why do you keep arguing that? We're not allowed to kill innocent people.
Yes, but here's what
it's
we're
a
allowed
crime.
to do. Here's what we are seem to be allowed to do. We're allowed to, if
Poor
we're trying
leadership.
to kill people we think are bad,
Yes.
we're allowed to kill some innocent people. We're allowed to.
I'm not. I don't know. Maybe
That's
you
what
are.
well, it's always read the military accounts of the civilians, other places do killed. So
That's not the same as saying it's allowed.
what are they-
The fact that
yeah,
somebody-
it's accepted.
it's collateral
Yes,
damage. Yes, it's accepted.
Collateral damage.
Yes.
Collateral damage.
Yes.
I don't think we should
Of
accept
course.
collateral
Who-
damage.
Of course, nobody thinks they should accept
Wait.
collateral
Yes,
damage.
they do. Because
No,
it
they
keeps going
don't.
on.
They don't think
Yes,
it's
they
good.
do.
No, they want to minimize.
No. No minimize.
Yes.
No
No.
minimize.
Come on,
No.
man.
None.
You're being disingenuous.
None.
No, the military.
Wait, I'm being disingenuous by
Yes,
saying
the
I don't want any collateral damage. I'm saying me. I want none.
Yes. Okay.
When
well,
I'm
that's
president
fine.
and why I'm running
We
in
don't-
2020,
he doesn't want any collateral damage.
I don't accept any
Okay,
collateral
that's
damage.
a whole different. You got.
I don't accept it.
If you're going to yell, you should at least learn what the words mean before you yell.
I don't
Then you have
accept
to.
it, Dave. I don't
Okay,
accept collateral
fine. Well,
damage. Do you accept it?
exists. I don't accept it as something. No.
Great. You don't. So you agree with me? It's a semantics issue. We both don't agree.
I don't.
The
I
current
know
government-
that. I know in reality when I walk
Trump
through.
accepts it.
Jeez.
Obama accepts it.
You're not-
Bush accepts it. Bush accepts it. Clinton accepts it.
You're being a bully, man.
They all
Sit
accept
back.
it.
Calm down. Go
They
back.
all accept it. They
yes.
all accept it.
Have you ever gone walking in the grass?
They all accept
Have you
it.
ever gone walking in the grass?
I'm not being a bully.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
Have
yelling
you ever
on
been-
TV.
yeah,
Why don't you listen?
Have you
Why don't
ever
you
gone?
listen?
Why don't you listen? Have you ever gone walking in the grass?
Yes.
Did you ever step on a butterfly or something by accident?
Not to my knowledge. No, I'm
Good.
mindful when I walk.
That's good. If I was
That's
as pure,
your example?
If I was as pure
Have
as you,
I think you need to go to jail for 8 days. I'm hoping you get
probably that'll
sentenced.
be I'll be lucky if I get that much quality time in the next.
Your metaphor of have you ever gone walking in the grass with a butterfly is something.
The idea that you can do something with the army without having any collateral damage is so silly. It's like, how is that possible?
Okay, thanks for the question. Please pause. Here's how you can do something with the military so there's no collateral damage. If you vote for me for president in 2020, I'll make a ruling on day one that we don't kill people. Our number one objective is world peace, protecting the whole atmosphere. We don't.
It already is.
So,
It already is. That is their goal, actually. That is-
no,
yes,
it's
it is.
not.
It
No,
is
it's
their
not.
goal. Yes,
Their
it
number
is.
one goal is not protecting the atmosphere, is not protecting the whole world, the biosphere for the whole planet,
The
and
biosphere.
universal peace, and seeing everything as one. It's not their goal.
Okay.
I give them a higher goal, and I say,
goal-
and you know what I do? I go, you know what? You know how many drones fly? Zero.
I don't.
That's why it changes. You want me to be a bully? Yes, I'm going to have to be a bully because right now the U.S. military is being a bully. The U.S.
Yeah.
military is being a bully. So I think I need to maybe be like
The
you,
military
Dave.
is under civilian control.
Well, I'm a civilian, and
Okay.
right now planes
So-
drop bombs on
So
people.
vote. Vote your vote.
Yeah, you know what? Get involved. I'm running for president,
I said,
Dave. I'm running for
right.
president to be the
Good.
commander-in-chief of the military.
Nice. That'll be
to
wonderful.
say, stand down, drop your weapons.
You're not-
Your job is for peace. And then I love the military. I increase the budget of the military because that money goes to helping people, schools, hospitals, clean water, growing food, protecting the biosphere, supporting women. It goes to protecting the planet. The military budget's going to be so high, people will go, it's never, oh my God, it's for, yes, because we never stop cleaning this planet. We never stop supporting life, love, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why I'm running for president, and that's why I think I'll win, because I have a better idea that's a more justified, a more just, a more right, a more pure, and a more loving idea. And the reason I yell about it, and the reason I have to be a bully about it, is because the one thing I'll yell about, and the one thing I'll be a bully about, is love.
Well,
That's the one thing I
If that's everything, that means there's a lot of yelling.
There's a lot of yelling.
Okay, well,
Final comments,
daunting.
David Vincelette.
I think you should put a pair of headphones in every pot in America before you run. And I have to talk to you about some
Wait,
of that eligible
I should put a pair of headphones in every pot?
hearing protection. Anyway, that was a blast from the president.
Those are my honest views. That's what I honestly
cool.
think.
Honesty's fine, but screaming's a little hard to take.
Screaming in the Darkness is the name of the show, Dave.
I know, but not in my ear.
Dave, the door is right there. And yeah, it is in your
adorable.
ear. Put on earmuffs. You have been accused of screaming. You were carried.
No.
You were carried from
Screaming?
the president's office in chains, screaming.
That's true.
Screaming.
Yes,
They're poisoning our children.
They're polluting our
They're polluting our children.
Yes.
Yet when I scream about drones killing people, you're like, hey, lay off the screaming. How about lay off the killing?
I'm not killing anybody. I was yelling
supporting it
I
by
was
not
yelling at
standing up against
people who were hiding the reports to the president. They were hiding the reports and turning them over to the Dartmouth Mafia so they wouldn't go to the police.
You can't get upset with me for yelling about peace and love
I
and
can get-
justice because that's what you do.
I wasn't putting you in chains if you didn't notice. These people were putting me in chains, Ryan.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that you
well, it's a little different.
I believe in the freedom
All
of
I'm
speech.
doing is sitting here talking.
And I also believe in radical change.
Good, I believe in radical change
I
too.
think
I
the
don't believe
Democrats
in
and the Republicans are
bullying people.
one party. I
Cool.
don't think it's bullying. I think it's
When you're yelling at people in a close conversation,
I'm yelling at people.
at me, I'm a person too. I
I'm not
do
yelling-
identify as David.
But Dave, this is what people say you do. They say you yell at them.
But I don't. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I
But you don't?
no. Yell at people?
Why can't I yell?
You
Get over it!
You could yell.
Who
That's what
cares?
you want to do, but
So relax.
it's hard to relax when somebody's screaming.
Okay, you need to go outside. Go outside. I'll talk
No,
alone
I'm
to the
try- I'm-
camera.
I'm trying
Wait,
to-
Dave, if
I'm
you
trying to
feel
get the word
uncomfortable,
out.
if you feel uncomfortable, please leave the studio. I'll talk directly to the camera. I don't need you sitting here feeling uncomfortable.
Okay.
Because this is how I'm expressing myself right now on a TV show that I helped create.
It's hostile.
So if you don't want it to stop,
It's hostile.
so if I can't stop, then leave.
I can take it.
So then stay and stop complaining about it. Either
No,
stay and
I'm going to stay, and I'm going to ask you to stop.
But then what if I don't? Then
If you
leave.
don't, we only have 5 minutes. I
But
can
then you
take
can
it.
leave.
Yes, I am going to leave.
Okay, but for the future of the show, if you don't want to be on the
For
show,
the future of the
yes,
show, I have
you
to be
can
willing to
leave
be.
at any moment you want.
Whether you believe it or
If
not.
I want to keep yelling, I'm going to keep yelling. It's my hour. I'll do whatever I want on the show.
I'm sorry, my bad. My bad.
If you want to come do it, we'll do it.
No, you've cured me.
Great.
You've cured me.
I've cured you. David Vincelette,
I can do a show.
you should, yes, do a show.
I just don't like being screamed at.
I understand you don't like being screamed at. I'm in a screaming mood right now. That's
Good
what
for
I'm
you.
saying.
Good. Let it out.
Oh, that was so cathartic. We live in a culture that doesn't allow yelling. I love yelling. I love yelling, getting really worked up and really expressing that intense emotion and feeling it and really feeling it. I think it's good. I think it's good to go to the extremes. I think it's good to really, really feel, and feel all the anger you can possibly feel if you have anger, and all the emotion that you have. And I have a ton of emotion about unkindness and unlove, and about yelling at people. I have a ton of emotion about it all. I do think you should call your senator if you can. If you take a minute and call, Google Governor Sununu. And then call, and then say, hey, I don't think David Vincelette should go to jail. I just think he's a good person, and he shouldn't go to prison. He cares about the environment. We need to can you get involved? Let's just stop this. Give him community service and have it be cleaning up the brook. We need to be supporting this man. He's a disabled veteran. He's a disabled veteran, and he needs to be being supported. That's it. The only solution to David Vincelette in the town of Hanover and Dartmouth College is love. The only solution to that problem is love. There is no opponent. It isn't against Dartmouth College. It isn't against the Hanover town manager. It isn't against anyone. There is no against. I don't believe in opposition. Love is the only way we can win this. Love is the only way. Love, and love more and more and more, and love yourself more and more, and fail and keep forgiving yourself and keep loving. How's that sound, Chico? Thanks so much, everyone. Thank you, Chico. What a show. Cool, you okay?
You have blood vessel or anything?
I'm always okay. Hey, Hey, sooner or later you'll get to figure out who I am and what I'm doing.
Hopefully before you.